Hi everyone, this is Jesse Hunt and this is my final project. Okay, so this is my project. This project sprung from a need from what was identified during an interview that I had with Carol Bowman from the Merced United Way. She discussed a need for performance to be addressed towards her leaders to help find performance issues with staff that may be struggling. So I decided to put together a slideshow, which is here, and I'll go through it as quick as I can, or just a gist of it. First slides, about 13 or 14, are just dealing with leadership and how they can discuss some ways to increase performance and ideas of what is expected of a leader. So we'll just look at some slides. This one is just saying that we bring our problems to work and that sometimes that's a performance issue. Sometimes people are confused as well from what is being asked of them. Finally, leaders need to kind of equip others with tools in order to address some of these problems, and sometimes a big performance improvement plan isn't necessary. We just need to train or get the person the correct tools. And then some part here that I got from the book was there's a performance gap approach, and leaderships need to recognize some of the issues, have an analysis of them, collect some data, and then maybe formulate a plan before they go into a formal PIP or performance improvement plan. Two cool theories I found was the Pygmalion effect, which is when somebody has high expectations, people perform better, and the opposite is the Golem effect, where low expectations produce low results. And then this one's just about people's excuses at work, when to intervene with staff, and the big thing is that you need to take early action before a problem becomes big. 4 steps: see it, own it, solve it, and do it. I like those. They're easy to remember, and it's a good cultural thing to include in the workplace. This next one is the X factor of leadership, is that can anybody lead? And my opinion is yes, everybody should lead. And when staff are in charge of their jobs and then feel like they're a leader of their job, they do better. Okay, so remaining focused is just about some things about keeping the main thing, or doing the big important objectives first in the workplace. Sometimes performance issues are just, like I said, a lack of knowing how to do it. And this is a picture that shows that of a woman that attempted to paint or repair this painting and really botched it because she didn't have the training to do so, and probably didn't have the anybody watching or doing it. So sometimes staff do need help and intervention. Feedback. This is just about the quality of leader gives of feedback. Is sometimes people are needing feedback and they expect to be thanked. And then finally, we get into how to do a performance improvement plan, which I can keep looking at the slides, but this is what the toolkit was created for, and it's based on 3 steps. And I got this toolkit idea directly from the National Park Service training guide on a performance improvement plan. I just designed it differently and added some of that information that I just showed you to the front of it. So let's look at that. This is the Employee Performance Toolkit. It's about 50 pages of stuff that I found. Here's some of the topics: common performance problems, staff motivation, behaviors at work, like we just talked about, the X factor, and then the 3-step process in more detail. So the 3-step process also includes some of the responsibilities of the supervisor, some accommodation issues that may occur, early intervention like we talked about, 4 steps to accountability, a checklist for a PIP, a simplified PIP if you're just looking to address issues a little bit quicker and maybe it's less formal. And then appendices will include some sample letters, sample PIPs, and things like that. So I just designed this to look nicer and be a little bit more engaging, where management can actually answer questions and evaluate themselves a little bit. And so this is kind of designed like my slideshow. There's common problems, motivation, and I put the reference to it if it was directly below it. So anything in red is referenced work. Talked about the Pygmalion effect. Anyway, so let's go to the 3-step process. Where is it? Here's a checklist for a performance improvement plan. Oh, we already skipped step 2 and 3 up above on accident. But there's taking action. And yeah. So that's my plan. Here's what it looks like quickly. The appendices have sample letters. And here's my annotated bibliography for Carol to look at and gain more references, which was something really big that she wanted.